hardcores out there, how you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. 5:51 in the morning. Must be off my rocker. Must be off my rocker. Off to Manchester today. 2 more billboards going up. That's 7 from Micky in it then. Whew. I've got 1 going up myself today. Mick's only putting 1 up today, so maybe he's fed up at invoices. Now you can just go on forever, can't you? Here, John's not biting, is he? You know, but you'll think twice before you start calling me a blowjob ever again, won't you, John Fury? Same as you, Tony Bellew. I'll get around to you soon. Don't you worry about that. Now that I'm in the billboard business, so anybody who wants a billboard, you get in touch with me, and Uncle Porky will look after you. Look at this here. Leave me a tin up there. Good morning. Rick. Yeah, anybody who wants a billboard, get in touch. I'll look after you. Mates, rates and all that. Even do design. Seems to be taking off, doesn't it, now at the moment, this. I always drop on, don't I? I get where water gets, don't I? Because nobody does it like me, up till 12 o'clock and up at 5 in the morning, and I'm like Joe Gallagher. I'm ahead the ball. I'm on it. So there's 2 billboards going up today. I don't know whether to show you designs. No, you can wait. You'll have to wait a little bit. You've probably seen them anyway, because by the time this goes out, probably Friday, you'll have seen it, because Micky will put it on Instagram. So obviously there's 1 billboard. There's Micky and John. There's Max and Shane Fury, Max Jenkins and Shane, and there's me and Spencer Fearon. So for those of you that don't know, and Cameron, if you're watching this, can you go on to a video that I did called Freakish Snooker Shots and put that video, can you click that video into this? And it's only about 12 minutes long, but if you watch the first bit of it, I had a bit of beef with Spencer Fearon a couple of years ago, and he knows what over, Spencer. He knows what over. I'm not lording it over him, because he did leave his son wide open with something, and I could bury him if I wanted to, but I think he's a positive guy actually, and I like his punditry, so at the moment I'm going to leave Spencer Fearon alone, but we were going to get at it, and it never really happened, and I don't know why, and we've had pandemic, but we spoke about weight and how much I weighed and all this and that. Well, look, you know, I'm not that weight no more, I'm in shape now, aren't I? I'm 186 or something. 186, 187 pounds, so it doesn't matter if you're 200 pounds, Spencer, or 160, let's just get at it. Let's get at it, mate. You know, I'm not bothered if it's chief support or if it's first on, as long as it's on Mick and John Fury's undercard. Me and you can do a battle, Spencer. I'm not training for call. I mean, I'm enjoying it at the moment, but I'm not keen on that boxing training, you know. I'm not keen on that at all. Don't mind weights. Pretty easy outside of boxing training, isn't it? Stood up doing a few weights, looking in the mirror. Getting it that, like Mick does that in mirror a lot. But that boxing training, God, I respect boxers more than ever now. That cutting weight thing, it's quite hard, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And I remember Carl Froch's telling me a story. He said his body was depleted that much with sugar. He went downstairs in the middle of the night and took a bite of a muffin, then felt awful. I know how he felt last night. I'm just trying to knock this last 17 pound off to get down to 170. But I can get my band loosened when I get to 175, and that's 500 quid. I said, but Claremont at Sheffield, they don't tell you all this when they take you £7 off you for your operation. All they say is, why didn't you go on NHS? I said, well, I fucking did, but you fucking struck me off, you fucking stupid bitch. That's why I'm up now. I'm not going to get paid for this now, I've sworn. That'll be a written warning. But now, Spencer, we've got to do battle. So me and Spencer Fearon are on poster. Spencer X, there's a guy that, I don't know who this guy is, he looks like one of them, I don't know, people keep saying he looks like one of them radicals, he's making videos about me. If people are making videos about me, they're leaving somebody else alone, so I must be doing my job right. But I don't want you on my channel, you're a prick. All you want to do is talk about race. I've covered my opinion on the race issue with penalties, and I'm going to cover it one last time now. I don't believe that Spencer Fearon broke down crying in a bedroom, hugging his missus saying, Rashford's missed a penalty, he's now going to get abused because he's black. Gareth Southgate got abused, but nobody was screaming about racism, were they? When he missed one in '96, I watched that in Moorlands, by the way. Gazza nearly scored, didn't he? Golden goal bit before penalties, missed by that much. He had a great tournament, Gazza, but nobody was saying that Southgate's being abused because he's white, were they? So, and what were the 44 people that abused the 3 lads, right? Out of millions. So it's a minority, innit? But there were people that abused Southgate, but nobody mentioned it, did they? So we're all one race, aren't we? That's what point I want to make. So you ain't gonna get a chance to come on my channel. Nobody fucking knows who you are with 40 subscribers. Go on, fuck off, you prick. You're not welcome on here with your bad boy music in your car, you fucking prick. Gonna do videos about me, you crack on with it. You're gonna educate me, you couldn't do fuck all to me. You know, I don't even give you a fucking second thought. And that's him dealt with. Let me pull up here. Because if you're driving, you're trying to do too many things at once. That's how accidents happen. Pull up here when I got a speeding ticket the other day, but I'm innocent. Want me gov it were Hamish McDougall. Right, let's go for, oh, I know what we're on about. We're on about these billboards, aren't we? I'm putting it to bed now, aren't I? Because it's fucking overkill, isn't it? John Fury's not biting, he's got till 14th for August. Mick's proved his point then. 7 billboards, you know, he spent over 10 bags, probably spent more with expenses. It's a deal doing it, you know what I mean? I think I put 3 or 4 up my send. I've got one going up today myself anyway, so got a bit of a 2-for-1 deal. Could do we had it like. Ooh, it's gone on like a lead balloon in my house, but you've got to invest in your channel, haven't you? I'm not in best of moods anyway. Can I just give a big shout out to the pet vet in Rotherham? He's doing a fantastic job with my dog Rocky. Fantastic. You put him to sleep and you've shaved him, he's never looked so clean. He's always had hairy legs, because I know he'd never let me get the hair off him, but we are going to snap at me and that. But can I just say, £138.65p is shocking, considering in July, when he was 3 months old, 2015, you charged me £100 to give him fucking snip. So how's it £138.65 in the middle of a pandemic just to groom him, when normally it'd be 25 quid at groomers, and 100 quid to do snip, because both operations you're putting him to sleep? I don't get that, unless it's some big technical job shaving a dog. I don't know, so I'm not happy about that. So if you're thinking about sponsoring me, I don't want, no, I don't want your billboard on your logo on my billboard. I've decided I don't want to work with Pet Vet no more. I'm just going to keep on top of it myself every time he grows a month. 138 quid for that's just shocking, but it does look good. No, it look like one of them meerkats. Said a little hairy ball. But no, these billboards today, that is it, I'm afraid. 14th of August, John Fury. You've got to get in touch, get your manager, agent, whatever he is to you, Spencer Brown. I've heard he's actually a decent guy, Spencer Brown. Get him to get in touch with me. we'll sort this. We've got pay-per-view, we've got venue, we've got doctors, judges, bellmen, we've got lawyers. It's all drawn up. All you and your lad Shane have got to do is say, yes please, we want to earn a lot of money and we want to earn something for charity, because we're a charitable sort of family, because we champion mental health. Or do you champion mental health when it suits us, like everybody else, like Dave Allen? He champions mental health, doesn't he? Good old Dave Allen at Cheeky Bar on Saturday night in Doncaster. I've got eyes everywhere, haven't I? Pal of mine went up to him, Dave, what are you doing out? Well, I had to get out because of my mental health. Yeah, what an answer. It's an answer for everything, isn't it? Cunning like a fox, Dave Allen. Isn't that right, Dave? Come see me. Come bust your way through a wet paper bag, Dave. Waste of talent. But then again, John Fury, Dave Allen, Spencer Fearon. Do I have a problem with them all? Maybe. Don't like how they conduct themselves, but who am I? I've got no to hide, have I? I ain't got no skeletons in my closet. Oh God. Oh God, I wish. Celia, don't worry. I'm not going to say out just yet. I'll keep me powder dry, as Dennis says, but I'm not going to get my channel shut down for libel, am I? But who's going to take me on? I remember Cougs cut out then, didn't it? Coming up to me in Bulgaria, going on about that first billboard I did, saying, oh, I'm not going to upset you, Porks, you might put a billboard up. Fucking too right. And they're going to keep going up, and anybody who gets in my way, they're going to get rinsed and shown up in their area. Alright, for the sake of a few quid, you can get your point across, can't you? It's amazing, isn't it, the thought of you being on a big billboard where you live, especially if you're a fucking wrong un. Isn't that right, Dave Caldwell? You need to come see me. We're taking everybody on, we're fighting the establishment. Who knows, I might even put one with Charlie Giles on. Hey, good old Charlie Giles, he might copy it. Do you know what I mean? Where's he from, Charlie Giles? He's wildebeest. He's from down there, isn't he? Wolverhampton or something. Wolverhampton, Steve Bull and Andy Much. From down there, isn't he? Hey, they were a good attacking duo, weren't they? Steve Bull and Andy Much. They could bang them in. Can't beat a bit of bully. That right, Steffi? Could you imagine a Steffi Bull twerking billboard? Remember when they were twerking in Spain in that gay bar in front of Terry Harper and that bloke who were DJ? Grown man doing that. Man with kids and that. Married. Don't try and race me in that pea shooter. See you later, alligator. Pea shooter. Imagine Steffi Bull. You see him in that gay bar twerking in front of a grown man. Man with kids and that, married man. Imagine him on a billboard. Hey. Who would the fans like me to stick up on a billboard? I know we get a lot for Tony Bellew. And Tony, I'm gonna get round to you. I'm gonna get round to you, and I've saved a few more pennies in my piggy bank, in my pot pig in my bedroom. Got like a pig's face on like a post box. When I've saved a few more pound coins, 50p's, I'll get round to you, Tony Bellew. You're a fucking luxury at the moment to what I've got going on. If I was in the day. Big shout out to Paul in Tunbridge Wells. How you doing, Paul? Hope you're well. I not only want taking out in your McLaren, I want to have a little go in it, mate. I've decided I'm going to have a go in it now. If that's alright with you, lad. Just get me on a straight road. Don't get me near any bends though. I'm just fucking with you. No, I really am having a go in it, mate. If that's alright with you. I will see you in a week and a half, is it? Another week or something. Have a better chat. Max is meeting me there, innit? So I've got to drive. Oh, Mad Max with Volvo, fucking out of a breadcrumb. Max, you've got the heart of a breadcrumb. Shane Fury punches you upside down. But you're likeable, Max. You're likeable. Let's just go for a quick run through this lot. We'll keep it rolling, huh? Should we keep it rolling? Picture me rolling, or is it keep it rolling? 2 seconds. Oh, I see nobody's been and left me any love letters today. I usually get a love letter wedged into my Porky thing. Come here the other day, I thought, what's that there? Love letter from a woman with 4 kids. Nice lady as well, but I don't mean to have a go at you, love, but I think it's a bit odd behaviour, but I hope you're well. You're a lovely lady. Thanks for that tracky top. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good, baby. Quick workout. I don't know whether to film doing a workout today. Do the chest and tricep workout this morning. Chest and tricep workouts are for lazy bastards like me, aren't they, who can't be bothered to fucking do legs. You just lay on your back, don't you? Push up. Don't you? But it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. What do people think to me settee? Look at that for a settee, yeah? I thought I'd treat me, son. You know what I mean? We had a few. Can I just apologise for my cameraman skills? So let's go through these little points I've made here, and we'll get off to Manchester. Max, you're not having half this banana. I will eat it on way, you prick. So basically we're on his way to Manchester now. There's them billboards going up, obviously Spencer Fury, and you need to fight me, Spencer, don't you? What you need to do, you need to have a word with your mate. Big John Fury, big fighting man that don't fucking fight. Have a word with him, get him to crawl from underneath his rock, and let's have it. You know, him and Mick can either do it in ring or on the hard road. Alright, me and you, Spencer, we need to do it in ring because I want you to have all advantages, because you've been a boxer, haven't you? So, but we have to put it to bed, Spencer. Don't be ringing me up again, Spencer, asking me how much I weigh in that. I'm just sending video on 187. When I get down to 175, get this loose and we'll be alright. But we can do it now if you want. Now, come up to Chris Medley's gym. Alright. But nobody's going to get paid if we do it now, are we? Because we want to get paid, don't we? We want to raise some money, don't we? And that's the whole point of it, isn't it, Spencer? It's like people keep saying to me, why don't you go to John's seminars and storm it with Micky and your mates? Well, we'd have motive then, wouldn't we? And that'd spoil John's night, wouldn't it? For all them people that have paid for tickets and that. They haven't come for that, have they? They've come to hear John telling stories about all fights he's had on the hard road. Old bare knuckle man is beat for £100,000. 10 grand reward for footage of John Fury fighting for 100 grand. Alright, there's a grand off me, 9 off Mick. Never happened, John. Stop lying. Stop talking poppycock. So that's happening today. Dennis Hobson t-shirt. We're going to need this for when I do a bit of filming in front of the Dennis billboard. As you can see, Dennis Hobson, white collar boxing. Dennis, when are you going to come back on channel? I couldn't get you off it when I worked for you. So come back on channel, Dennis, and answer some boxing questions. You've got a show in Scotland this Saturday, 31st. I can't. Look, it's white collar, Dennis, isn't it? You know and I know it's white collar. Because we know each other inside out. White collar, Dennis. Come on channel and show me they're in white collar, because I've got a list of everybody. And I'm going to go through them all with footage from white collars and who they fought. So I'm all prepared for you, Den. So pick up the phone. You loved it, Dennis, when I put them billboards up calling Eddie Hearn out to come on channel. Well, now it's your turn, but silence is golden. A bit like John Fury, innit? Big fighting man who fights on the hard road. Be like Tyson, innit, with 7 million to charity and mental health stories and old poppycock. Loads of lies, lies, lies. Porky billboards have mentioned that. Jock Curran, Terry Curran's son, big shout out to you, Jock, hope you well. And Tommy Whitbeard. Is Buddy McGirt the new Dave Caldwell? Yeah, well, he doesn't take anybody from scratch. He just jumps in with champions and former champions, doesn't he? He doesn't do fuck all with anybody from scratch. I thought that article that Elliot Wurzel's just done were fucking very disrespectful to Joe Gallagher. Elliot Wurzel, I remember when you used to hang around shows years ago when David A were coming through ranks. You were fucking a little bumlick around David A. So you're a little prick. Alright, you fucking call yourself a boxing man, Elliot Wurzel, you fucking sellout. Selling out to Yanks, you fucking no good spunk bubble. Fucking Dave Allen, we've mentioned him. Why is Dave Allen even getting airtime? I'd be surprised if he even fought him for a fucking week. Fucking hell, he'll never be the same since Eddie dropped him. How Eddie Hearn treated Dave Allen was disgusting. But Dave brought it all on himself. You know what I mean? Dave Allen never had time of day for Dennis Hobson, right? When I was with Dennis Hobson. Dave lived on my street. I used to go around. Come on, Dave, why don't you go on Dennis's shows? Never had the time of day for Dennis. We know what we spoke about, Dave, don't we? Now look at you. Hanging out the back of Dennis. You want loyalty, get a dog. Dennis won't be bothered. He'll just want to get his money back, won't he? Investment he put in Dave. But fighters, 97% of them are whores, like Dave Allen. He's whoring himself about. Dennis will have you wash your taking car to car wash soon. Trust me. Was AJ Fury never happening anyway? I think Eddie Hearn's smart enough to know that he will leave in Sky Sports and that he might as well get as much free PR as he could for himself as well, because he likes to put himself in mix, doesn't he? We see more interviews from Eddie than Anthony Joshua. Did you know Eddie does 57% more interviews than Anthony Joshua, and he's not even fucking throwing a punch? So all on analytics if you go on Google. Families need fathers. Is it FNF? Somebody's asked me to give a shout out for him. So it's not like where dads get a raw deal and that from their ex-partners. I don't know, but I'm all for that. So I'm all for getting behind something like that. So that's not good, is it? You know, kids need the dads, don't they? So is Tyson Fury finished? Is Tyson Fury finished? I don't know really. I don't know, because the division is that poor, isn't it? But I don't see him fighting Wilder this year. He's saying he's going to do it, isn't he? But no, I don't think it happens this year. If it does, I'll be shocked. But I don't think it happens. Can't even read my own fucking writing there. A funny story. Before we set off, a funny story. I once sent Eddie Earn, this is a true story. I sent him some. I'm not sure if it's Megadeth or Ultra Def. Go on Amazon, they do like a sauce, but I sent him the spicy nuts and is it pork scratchings, proper pork scratchings, set your mouth on fire. And he's texted me, Eddie Earn, and he said I've just got in late, and he went in the kitchen. He wanted something quick to eat, and he got these Ultra Def or Megadeth or whatever they were called, these pork scratchings that I got, and set his arsehole on fire. So things like that really tickle it for me. It's like when I first had him, I was like, and then obviously the next day you're like, wah, like a Chinaman. But the point I want to make is that Eddie, I thought if it could hurt my arsehole, it's going to fucking hurt Eddie Earns, and obviously he fell for it, did he? So Eddie, that really tickled me, but small things tickle small people, don't they? So, okay, so that's about it really. So we'll get off. So, we'll hit the hard road to Manchester, to John Fury's turf. We're going to be going over Woodhead and Snake Pass. Alright, so peace out.
Turn up. Turn up. That's all I want you to do. Turn up.
I was leaving something on a bit of a break. It's only 8:10 in the hospital. I'm not meeting Mick while 9:30. Good news is the billboards are up. You've probably already seen it anyway now, because this is going to go out Friday. But I'll show you it anyway. That's one of Dennis Hobson and me. Dennis, you need to come on Porky's Corner. And I explained to boxing fans about why you're masquerading as a professional boxing promoter, but you're serving up white collar and abysmal fights. If they're not abysmal, come on channel and defend yourself. Second billboard. Mick always gets the good spots, doesn't he? That one there. So, it's a good one, that. Big John Fury there with dummy. Oh, little baby. Big Shane there. Shane looks like Samson, doesn't he? Good looking fella, isn't he, Shane? Good looking bloke. Max here with top off. Fucking heart of a breadcrumb. Mad Max with his Volvo. And there's Malcolm X, or Spencer X, and his Malcolm X glasses. Look at that handsome devil next to him. That's the Porkster. Like I've got a long face on that, don't I? I could put these up all week if I wanted to. But people who are pissing me off at the moment in boxing. Colwell pisses me off. He's got it fucking coming. Bellew, the Gad. That's 3 of them. They're all in line for billboards, so get ready. Hope you've got deep pockets. You want to take me on? I haven't decided what designs. So if you want to send me some designs in, if anybody's good at these tech designs and you've got a problem with these people, look, it's banter. We're adding a bit of comedy to boxing knowledge, aren't we? What I'm doing is groundbreaking. People don't understand. The people who follow my channel, who subscribe, understand, and people who understand even more than them, who joint members area, they understand as well. They're on the Porky Express train, so I thank them from the bottom of my heart. They've got an interest in what I say and do, and I think that's good. Not being big-headed or anything, but you know, I've been engaging since I was 15-year-old. And it's like somebody said to me, "Who do you think you are? You're nearly famous." I said, "I'm fucking famous since I was a fucking teenager, since I went up to comprehensive." since I used to get bullied in comprehensive school. Big shout out Applied Nutrition Recovery Drink, Tom and Joe Gallagher. When I went up to comprehensive school, I thought, oh, rock hard going up there from juniors. I thought, these aren't going to bother me up here. Within like 4 hours of being into school, I've got somebody looking at that. Big fifth former. It shows you, doesn't it, that you're not invincible, are you? So, this is why I like Micky Theo a lot. Stood up on it to John Fury. Look, John Fury is a bully, right? People can say what they want to me, but John Fury is a bully. Right, he's a massive bully. And I like bullies being stood up to. I ain't got a problem with being a fraud and getting a few quid and that. If people are stupid enough to buy into it, that's their business, innit? But the bully, mate, I've got no time for bullies. If you're not a bully, John Fury, come on my channel. Come and face me on here, and I'll throw a few things at you. We know what you are, mate. A fucking bully. Fucking bully. That's what you are, mate, and I'm calling you out as a bully. If you're not a fucking bully, come on my channel. Come on my channel. Hey, come on my channel, John Fury, if you're not a bully. So, people standing up to you, I'm on board with that, and anybody who's been bullied will tell you about that. They'll say, you know what, go on, lad. Go on, Micky Theo, go fucking give it to him. And if you lose, at least you stood up to a bully. That's why I don't like you, John Fury. Fucking bully. I ain't bothered about you being a fucking fraud. You've never been a gangland enforcer in your fucking life. But if people are stupid enough to buy tickets, good luck to them. I don't like bullies, that's why I'm making a stand. And I don't like being called a blowjob around your brother Peter and Den. Don't like that. I've got a long fucking memory, John. So, alright. Do you know what Carl Froch once told me about bananas? He eats the banana, Carl. He eats half. Saves half. I do that now. Instead of eating a full one and being sick, I suppose you have to watch your weight when in a box though. You can't overeat, can you? Oh, mate, we change this battery and we'll get off to Manchester now. Might do a bit of filming of a snake pass over Woodhead. Got 34 miles to go. Alright, peace out. God, this driving game's hard, isn't it? It's a 8 road, this, isn't it? People keep sending me emails and I ain't got a problem asking me stuff, but try not to get personal. Try not to get too personal, because, you know, it's... but I don't mind you asking me stuff like the gentleman last night. What do you like watching? Well, I'm watching Godfather of Harlem, is it, at the moment? Forrest Whitaker. I like that. I think I've nearly completed the first series and second series. I think there's one episode left on second, or half an episode on last one. I think that's good. It's hard to switch off from this game though, isn't it? 'Cause it's quite addictive, isn't it? See where Eddie Hearn's coming from now. But yeah, I like that Godfather of Harlem. I watched that Ozark. I think that's one of the best things I've ever seen since Sopranos. I've watched that Brotherhood. I had that in DVD collection. I think I give that Mick Whale. Brotherhood with Jason Isaacs. That's really, really good if you want to watch that. He rips that guy's ear off, doesn't he, in the first episode, but yeah, I think that's really good. I think that's about it, really. I don't really watch much else on Netflix. There's that much to choose from. I seem to spend a lot of time surfing and not getting anything watched. But yeah. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good, baby, baby. It's all good, baby, baby. Look at this, so you can spend all your life at traffic lights. So, get in there trying to do, man, in your big wagon. Get your son off. So, just having another quick. I just pulled up there and I ended up doing something. I forgot to have a drink. Hey up, mate. Hey up, mate.
How you doing, Ross?
I'm alright, I'm filming, so just in case you say out you don't want to say.
You're filming again?
Yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit of filming on my way over here to meet you.
Oh, you coming to meet me, are you?
Well, yeah, we're meeting in Manchester this morning. I take it you have not slept in, have you?
No, mate, I'm on the way.
You're on the way? Oh, you had me worried there.
I'm on the way, mate. Don't worry about that. Got a surprise today, mate.
Got a what?
Got a big surprise today, mate.
Yeah, we've got a couple of surprises. One for Big John Fury, big fighting man who fights in the ring or on the hard road.
Keep the phones, keep the smart TVs, keep the smart motorways, keep your train stations. I'll still do what I do. Rely on this.
And we've got one for Dennis. I've got some at bubbling, Russ. Stop kicking off, Hobson.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
You meant to be calling someone out today, yeah?
Spencer Fearon's going to get called out by me today. Spencer, told you when I told him, well, a couple of years ago, Spencer Fearon didn't like being in helmets of the month, so what he did, he got Daniel Kinahan to ring Dennis up. And obviously Dennis knows Daniel because they've met in Dubai a few times and blah blah blah. So Dennis said, "Oh, can you knock it on head with Spencer?" But to be fair to Daniel Kinahan, he were all right. He rung up. He just said, "Can you have a word with Russ?" Like, he didn't slag me or out. And I don't know him, do I? So he don't really mean much to me. I don't know him.
Yeah, he's a good boy, Daniel.
You know Daniel Kinahan, don't you?
Yeah, I've been at the gym a few times, you know. Billy Joe's always been training there a few times. With obviously the old man Jim trainer before marches. Yeah.
Well,
he's not a gentleman.
Yeah, well, I decided not to take him out at helmets because if I'd have took Spencer out, I'd have had to take everybody else out who complains, wouldn't I? If it's a mistake I've made in a video, I'd take it out, but not when they're getting votes. So I didn't take it out. Dennis gave my number to Spencer, and one thing led to another. He rung me up, and you know, we had a chat. And he's a very positive guy, isn't he, Spencer? But I said, look, I can't take it out, and we left it at that. I didn't like the fact that he couldn't come to me with it. He had to get other people to go to Dennis with it instead of dealing with it himself. So I didn't like that. And I called him out 2 years ago, and no happened, and I don't think I was in shape then to fight him. I'd say I'm in decent-ish shape now. I'm not as in the same shape I was when I was 25, 26, but I'd say I'm getting there. And I'm probably 2 stone above that weight now. I'm probably not as strong as I were then, because I trained every day then, didn't I, when I was in that big sentence. But I'm getting there, and I'm feeling alright. And look, let's get at it. Spencer's ex-boxer's got all advantages. John's ex-boxer's got all advantages on you, so why don't these people just get at it? I think Spencer will fight me, like, and I'll fight him if you and John fight on undercard. So Spencer, give your mate Daniel Kinahan a ring, tell him to ring John Fury up, and tell John I don't want it on the hard road because I'm not going to get paid. I want it in a ring. If not, just say this: end of bum. So, but I'm up for it. Big Shane and Max. Shane will just run through Max like a hot knife through batter. But 'cause Max has got the art of a breadcrumb. But Max turns up for his battles, so Max, you're gonna have to prove me wrong. We've got a little side bet, haven't we? And you and John, you ripping them body shots into John, or locking arms on him and lifting him up in air, showing him how strong you are, mate. That'll be a good fight, you and John, especially if you whack him in tits.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The titty man, John Fury. The titty man. But yeah, it's all, listen, mate, it's all good stuff, innit? If no happens with this, you've wasted a few quid, I've wasted a few quid, a bit of time and effort, we've had a bit of fun, you got it sent out there, my channel's got it sent out there off back of it, I'm not stupid, am I? We've had a bit of fun, and that's it, and we've silenced the bully, because that's what John Fury is, a bully, and I've got no time for bullies at all. No time whatsoever. So anybody who stands up to a bully, in my opinion, they're worth the weight in gold. So, but other than that, what do you think? Take pictures. I've just sent you them. Look all right, don't they? They look. Listen, mate. I love it when a plan comes together. But am I the most organised person in the sport of boxing? I am that organised and up for it. It's listen. You know when listen, Mick. Let me tell you this story. Right, Dennis will love this billboard today. Do you know what he'll be saying to people? He'll be saying, "Chip off the old block. I taught him everything he knows, but now I've created a monster." Let me tell you this, Dennis. Right. I was trying things like this with these billboards with Dennis when I started with him. In month 1, I was putting out offers to Conor Benn with a cheque written out in Dennis's office, saying, "Conor Benn, come and fight Danny Kennedy for 25 grand. Dennis were going scatty, but he got Barry Hearn talking about it, and that's all part and parcel of it. You've got to create a bit of interest in your fighters. Dennis, you weren't doing that when I was with you. I was looking at people like Eddie Hearn, and then I'm looking at Dennis, and I'm thinking, where am I going here? Where am I going here? All I'm hearing is a load of shit. We're doing this and doing that. Shit talkers! Shit talkers! That's all it were. Shit talkers and fucking ticket deals. So you've got to go your own way at fucking end, haven't you? And now, obviously, we're at loggerheads because shit is serving up, Mick. Fucking shit is serving up. So I've had to call him out. So Dennis, you need to come on Porky's Corner and answer about these fucking... Oh, fucking, I think I'm speeding here. Average speed limit? Oh, 60, innit? No, yeah. You need to come on Porky's Corner and answer about these white collar fucking shows. Go on, Mick, you were saying... Mick, what are you doing, mate?
Coffee.
Are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm in, mate.
What are you doing, mate? Getting a coffee? Mate, I'll speak to you in a bit then, mate, yeah? In a bit. I don't know what we're going on there. I think Mick we're getting a coffee. Mick's got a bit of a thing about coffee, you see. If he doesn't have a costume every 60 minutes, he starts freaking out. He starts like Steven Gerrard, if he don't wash his hands every 60 minutes, he starts freaking out. Weird behaviour that, isn't it, from Mick Theo? Got to have a coffee every 60 minutes. On his first class British rail travel all the way up to Manchester. Yeah, second, I go second class, mate. Why go first class? Why give them fuckers money at British Rail to do that track all the way through the country? I won't give fuck all. I won't get steam off my shirt. Second class all the way, and then if you can get away with it, don't pay it. Right, speed cameras here. Well, I've got 2 lives left, haven't I? So I've got to be steady. Oh, we've got plenty of time. So, alright. So we'll chat later. Alright, but can I just say, Dillian White, I know I've got your attention, but I'll tell you whose attention I've got a little bit more than yours. Your fake brother, Dean White, aka the man with no name. For a few dollars more. Peace out. often get asked what I think about women's boxing and do I feel like they get a fair shake. Well, I think that what Jane Couch did for women's boxing, we're nothing short of brilliant. I don't see Jane Couch on I don't see Jane Couch on as a pundit. Two pundits I'd like to see on regular with a male presenter is Jane Couch and Natasha Jonas. I think they'd make a brilliant pair. One's got experience, and you've got one there who's not won a world title yet, but she'll rob for one, won't she, against Terry Harper, and she'll get one eventually. But you know, two different generations of female boxers, and I think they're good boxing people. I think that Jane Couch doesn't get enough credit for what she did. They're making a film about her, is it, or a TV film about her? The girl Saran Jones, is it, who played Karen McDonnell in Coronation Street? Jane were telling me that she's playing her in the film, so that's good, isn't it? So I wish Jane Couch all the best. That's right, really, I just wanted to add that. There was something else somebody asked me as well. I'm trying to think what it were. Memory's shot to bits. Oh, that right. Which gangster in films would you pay if they could turn up at your house, Porky? Would you pay him if they said you owed them money? It's not in films, it's in a TV series. Phil Leotardo, was it? If he knocked on the door, I'd pay him. Oh, others now, I'd just say gas him. But him, I'd hand it over because he'd kill all your family, wouldn't he, that Phil? He played a good part, him, didn't he? I think he did anyway. I think he played a great part. He ended up getting his head. He ended up drove on his head, didn't they, in one of the last episodes? But I'm not being funny, but every time I come over, snake pass towards Glossop, peeing it down. I don't know if it's just because they're all hills around here, I don't know, but probably why Manchester's wettest area in country, innit? They're going to move on now. I've had enough breaks, so we'll get some more footage when we get up here to the billboards. The final Micky Theo John Fury billboard with a star-studded supporting cast. Big Porky, Spencer X Fearon, Mad Max Jenkins, or Max Mad Jenkins, or whatever you want to call him, with the Volvo out of a breadcrumb. Big Shane Fury. Good looking lad Shane though, isn't he, for a big fella? I bet he's got women jumping on him where he lives. So the final one all being well, and maybe John will say, you know what, let's get at it. If not, John's got what, 14th of August to say he wants to fight, but people, bullies never do that, do they? They hide, don't they, stay out of the way, and they don't give it airtime, do they, when they've been found out. But I think we know who won the fight without throwing a punch, don't we? Micky's won it if they don't throw a punch, because he proved, didn't it, to everybody that he wanted to fight him. So, you know, one of them things, isn't it? It's called life, isn't it, I suppose. And John's let him send down, hasn't he? He's let the travelling community down, and that's about it, really, isn't it? Well, I can't really add much to it, can we? What is there to say? The man's lost his arsehole. You know, big fighting man that don't fight. Don't even fight on the hard road. £100,000 bare knuckle fighter. Knocked a guy out for 100 grand in 1992. Irish bare knuckle champion. So he said in Sun newspaper. Fucking lies, man. Fucking lies, man. Unbelievable. People fucking listen to it. Fucking pit belt when I were a kid if you told a lie. Told a lie. Not a man to get pit belt out. It's for a warm up. Dads were serious blokes though, weren't they, in the 70s, and I were a pretty naughty kid. You know, they'd pull up, wouldn't they, at Ford Cortina, get out. They'd carve meat, wouldn't they, on a Sunday in pit vest. Serious dads, weren't they, in the 70s? Very serious. You'd be naughty, wouldn't you, in your room on Atari. Your mum would say, put that Atari away, we're having us tea. You'd go, yeah, go on, get it kitchen, you. 10 minutes later she said, put that Atari away. You go, no. Then she say, your dad's here. And all of a sudden you start running around in circles, don't you? Oh, everybody's dad was rock hard in the 70s. Rock hard. My dad can do your dad. I always think of that Oliver, the photographer from Joe Gallagher's gym when I come through here. See, he's right here, doesn't he? A little silver spoon boy. How's it going, Big Ollie? Big Ollie. Every time I see him he's on pads with Crawler. $1 million Crawler. He's a nice kid, Crawler. Decent kid. Good kid, Crawler. He's a nice kid, Marcus Morrison. Hey, there's no divas in Joe's gym. Might pop over to Joe's gym today. See if we've got time. What time is it? Go over there. Might end up bumping into Big John Fury, big fighting man that don't fight. Don't fight in ring anyway. Might want to fight me on the hard road. What do you reckon, John? On the hard road. Have to get it killed with Mike Tyson, proper fighting man. Not some jumps up looking bodybuilder like you. Big juicer, get plenty of juice down you. End off, bum. Now then, Dennis, how are you doing? Hope you're well. When you're going to come on Porky's Corner, Dennis, and explain about all these white collar shows that you're putting on at these boxing shows while pretending to be a professional boxing promoter. It's white collar, Den, and it's embarrassing, so pick up the phone, Dennis, and get yourself on there, alright? So. Well, look what we've got here. We've got Big Max out of a breadcrumb against Big Shane Fury, big fighting man. We've got John Fury there with Dummy, big fighting man who fights on the hard road. Micky Theo in his Speedos. We've got Malcolm X in his Spencer X glasses, or is it Spencer X in his Malcolm X glasses? And we've got that good looking dude there, Porky, looking the dog's nuts. What do you reckon? Reckon this is the bollocks? Is this the bollocks? I don't know. Theo versus Fury contract deadline of 14th of August. Sign the contract, Big John. I'll come over there, mate. Hello, Mickey, how you doing?
Here we are again, Russ. Billboard number 7. Lord Fury. And I see you're on the left-hand side, Russ.
Yeah.
Spencer X Fury. Fearon. You offered him out. Is that right?
Yeah, we were going to do it 2 years ago, mate. But I don't know what happened, but it looks like now we can do it. Now the pandemic's all clearing up. Let's get at it.
So you're on the undercard. Shane's on the undercard.
Yeah. Mad Max, with Volvo, out of a breadcrumb.
There's only one more thing to say. Is the baby coming out?
The baby? Who's the baby, mate?
The gentleman up there.
Big John Fury, big fighting man, who fights on hard road.
The one sucking his dummy.
It's nearly this, it's nearly that. Yeah, we're getting there. You're getting nowhere. They're getting nowhere, Andy. Nowhere fast. We ain't worried about these so-called Britsy street gangs, these this, that and the other. We're not bothered, because I could put my fist through them outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I could worry them like a Rottweiler on the floor and they'd be screaming for the mother after 30 seconds.
The one with a sucking dummy. Him. Is he going to come out and fight? It's all down to him. If he don't come out, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
He's going to be labelled a coward.
Yeah.
Simple as that. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah.
Number 7, and you've got more to come. Look out for some more surprises.
Yeah. Alright then, mate.
Peace out.
Spencer Fearon. We should have done this 2 years ago, shouldn't we? Well, come on, get in touch. I'm not hard to find, let's get at it. Alright, I'm not bothered about the other two. Me and you, Spencer. Alright, undercard. The other two will sort itself out. John will fight him when time's right. Shane and Max will fight. But me and you, I think you're a chicken, Spencer. So come on, let's get at it. Get your mate Daniel Kinnahan to have a word with John and let's all get at it. Peace out.
Shane, where are you? I've been texting you on Twitter. I directly messaged you on Twitter. Still can't come back to me, can you, Shane? I think you've got a heart of a breadcrumb. That's what you've got, my friend. Look, it's there for the taking. Let's do this. You know what I mean? You know, where are you? I've texted
What t-shirt you got on, Max?
Micky Theo fighting DNA. DNA you ain't got, Shane.
Are we going to get Mad Max t-shirts, Princess?
I'm not so sure about that. Not so sure about that. Well, Shane, you're right into the wall. I text you on Twitter, you can't even come back to me. There's a lot of people who tagged you on Twitter. You know, you've seen it. I know you've seen it. So, you know, where are you? I think you're a bottle job like your old man. You are. Bottle job like your old man.
Alright then. What else to add, Max?
No, it's just Silence of the Lambs with him, innit? So, yeah.
Alright then, mate. All the best, mate. We've just been to Manchester, Mick. 7 billboards you've put up now, calling John Fury out. Anything you want to say? Is, you know, obviously deadline's 14th of August, isn't it? But do you want to add anything?
14th of August, you're right, Russ. It's the deadline for the fight. You know what I mean? Whether he comes out or not is yet to be seen. We're just down in Snake Valley, is that what you call it?
Snake Pass.
Snake Pass. Beautiful sight views here. It's a little bit overcast, a little bit of a shower coming, but beautiful place to be on the way back from Manchester. Today is the 29th of July, so we've got a couple of weeks before John thinks about coming out, stop sucking his dummy, like you've seen on the billboard. But I've got nothing else more to say to you, John. I've said it all in the past. I'm here, you're there, I'll leave it to you. Don't want to come out, be labelled as a coward. You.
Well, we bring the day to a close. Time is it now? 5 to 11. Going back to South Yorkshire via Snake Pass, Glossop and Woodhead and whatever these areas are. It's lovely scenery, isn't it, mate? What do you think?
It's absolutely stunning around here.
Better than Essex round here, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, you can see outside. It's quite lovely over there.
All right, isn't it?
Lake over there.
If weather were good, we could have gone for a walk round there, mate, couldn't we? Could have got an ice cream.
Little sprints up here.
We've got a Magnum.
A Magnum?
Yeah, we won't have to spend much, would we? A Magnum.
So what do you reckon with this new billboard that got up? It's quite nice, wasn't it?
Which, what, the John Fury,
The baby.
Mickey
The
Theo,
baby.
John Fury as a baby. I don't know if it's a bit insulting, like, I don't know whether to have a word with tech guy and say,
Are you
fancy
getting a
putting-
bit soft in your old age?
getting a bit soft in that. I don't like to see John with a dummy in his mouth, because we can be called cyber bullies for that, mate, can't we? Could be called cyber bullies.
Well, he's a bit of a baby though, isn't he? So I thought I'd wrap him up with a nappy.
Do you know what
And a
people
dummy.
call him? John Fury a baby, but he'll fight in the ring or on the hard road. But nobody's seen him have a fight, have they? Only on my channel. Tune into my best ever viewed video.
Yeah, but you might see him in a cot with the other babies having a tear up.
Well,
What do you reckon?
I don't know.
With
I wanna
dummies,
see-
loads
you know
of
what I
dummies
wanna
around
see,
them.
you know what I want to see John do? Turn up, John, on the hard road or in the ring. Just fight me and put me out of my misery, John, please. And I'll fight Spencer Fearing, or aka Malcolm X. I'll fight Spencer, me and you, Spencer. Let's get it on! But I do like Spencer. I think he's positive and he's got loads of energy. I like Dean White, actually. I think he's got a lot of energy. It's just that that's not his real name, and I have a problem with frauds. Big problem.
Do you think John's a fraud?
Well, I don't think he's a big fighting man that fights on the hard road.
So he's a fucking fraud then, isn't he?
Yeah, he just says he is, doesn't he? He's
Yeah.
gone quiet. What happens is with people that shoot their mouths off, they go quiet, don't they? They don't reply. I can understand if we had like 30 subscribers and we were calling him out, he'd just ignore us, but he's made contact with you, or his manager did a year ago, and you had a fight arranged, and then he's just decided to, in middle at night, say, get to this gym tomorrow, if you don't come, fight's off. And that's it, that's how he's shut it down. It's wrong, mate. It's a bit like how he shut the £100,000 bare knuckle fight down that he never even had. I mean, poppycock and gangland enforcer and all this. I have a problem with all that and people buying into it. People are sheep. Be real, people. Be real. It's in front of your eyes. Be real, and you'll be better people for it.
Well, at least I can say one thing, Russ. I think we've shut him down completely, haven't we?
Shut him
As a
down for a
coward
year.
and labelled him.
But it's been expensive to do it.
So what?
Time and effort, and obviously, and your fat wallet, but it's been expensive. And obviously today we've had, you know, I've had to dip into my thin wallet for the Dennis Hobson poster. What do you think to that one, mate?
Classic.
Dennis, you were loving it when Eddie Hearn was getting it, weren't you, Dennis? Come on, Porky's Corner, Eddie, and answer some real boxing questions. Well, it's your turn now, Dennis. I want to hear about white collar boxing, what you think about it. And all these white collars you're putting on. Don't forget to tune in to Dennis's show on Saturday night, 31st of July, live from Hamilton in Scotland on Fight Zone, £5 a month. You'll get Dave Allen doing commentary, the man that's never won a belt, but he's funny on social media. And you'll get Dennis there walking around with his baldy head, with his pork pie hat on, telling everybody, don't worry, we've got something bubbling. Dennis, it's the longest bubble to ever bubble the bubble, this stew that you've got bubbling. What do you think to the view there, mate? Alright.
Yeah, you got a better view over there. I'll have to get over the barrier.
Yeah.
And you're driving.
What we'll do, we'll go back to, we'll go get this up to tech guy and get it all out tonight or tomorrow, and we'll go for a bite, mate. What do you reckon, yeah?
Sounds good.
We'll grab Kevin and we'll go get a bite somewhere, or can't get my words out there.
Go.
Sounded like fucking Riddick Bout. But
Well, you have been sparring lately, didn't you? So that's maybe affected.
sparring, yeah, what with milkshake. Yeah, so that only sparring.
You got a fight coming up, haven't you?
Well, Hopefully Spencer fights me, but looking good aesthetically don't mean to say that I'm going to set about him, does it? But I'm going to give him the hardest 4 2-minute rounds of his life.
Why not just give him a hard milkshake?
Yeah, that's been in freezer.
With some ice in it.
Spencer Fearing, aka Malcolm X, come see me! He's alright, Spencer. We like Spencer, don't we? How could we cope in boxing without Spencer Fearing with his wide awake suits and his quotes from Don King and brother from another mother and all that, and my sister and Clarissa Shields? He said it's his sister the other day, didn't he, in an interview? And oh my God, Spencer, stop talking shit. But Spencer, we need to get this sorted. We need to get it on. It's been 2 years in the making. So me and you, Spencer, John and Mick, and Mad Max, out of a breadcrumb against Shane. Big Shane Fury. Good looking bloke, Shane Fury, isn't he, mate? I was looking at that poster earlier. It does him a lot of justice, that, you know.
Yeah.
The big man. I bet he gets loads of women. I bet he's got a viewer in every town, haven't you, Shane? So that's about it, really. I think we've called it as we've seen it, mate. We've done our best. There ain't no more we can do, really, is there now?
Yeah, we've done what we can do.
14th of August, the deadline. Then we've got to shut it down, mate. Me and you will still be pals. You can come on channel, mate, but I don't want to hear.
We'll still put a few posters up at billboards, aren't we? For
we're not still.
For off, no?
Mate, we're not doing billboards after 14th, are we, mate? Please, can't bear it.
We got another surprise, didn't we, after the 14th?
Oh, mate. Oh no, not that one, mate. Oh, that's cringe. Mate, you've got the bug, haven't you now? Mick, if you want to get rid of any Reddies, just leave them with me. Just leave your Reddies with me, Mick. You don't need to keep throwing them up on billboards. You could have holidays abroad. You could tell your friends, Mick, to get with my friends, and we could be friends if you got your wallet out.
You could be friends with John. He's getting a few quid every month, isn't he, or every few
John's
weeks.
smashing life out of it. He's playing Mr. Humble at these shows now, Mick. He's just humble. John is just a humble guy.
You were talking about there's only one
John Fury. There's only one John Fury. Walking along, singing a song, walking in the Fury Wonderland. There's only one John Fury. How much are you paying him to sing that, John? I don't know. Do you know this road here? Let me tell you a story about this road, right? Do you know
Hang about, stop interrupting. You're talking about John Fury now. Fuck the road, go on. Finish it, John Fury out. Come.
Alright then, John Fury, like, John, you've got to fight Mick. You've got to fight Mick. You've got to fight him. John, you've got, for your manhood, John, for your manhood. Be a man or a mouse, but you've got to fight Mick. I can't do any more to get you in the ring. He's training every day, putting billboards up, videos out, John. And you've gone silent. After all that big hard man on the hard road talk. Hey, all that hard man talk, John, and you've just gone quiet. You've shut it down, but if we get a pee party out at 14th of August, John, it'll all start up again. So I don't like being called a blowjob. But if you stay silent, you play the blinder. But by staying silent, you lose anyway, don't you? Because you're known as a coward. But if you can put your head down on pillow at night, knowing that people think you're a coward and a shithouse, well, that's all right, isn't it? But I can't do that, John. I can't do that. So, but if you pipe up, I'll be there. I'll be watching from afar, John, and I'll get my camera out. I'll come and tickle you. I know you'll like that, John. You like being tickled, don't you? Alright, lad. So that's about it, really. But can I just say, Mick, you know this road, it's winter, it's that bad. Sometimes cars can't get uphill.
Really?
It's that bad up here, yeah.
You said that every time I come down here.
Mick, this is highest pointing country, this.
Russ, you say that every time I come down here.
It is, yeah, I'm just letting you know.
You forget you tell me that.
I know, I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know about the area.
You tell me again next time.
I'll tell you next time.
If there's a next time.
We won't be putting any more posts up, Mick, please. I can't bear it. Please don't put me through this, Mick.
What about next month? You forgot about that?
John will not come out. John, if you come out and make a peak again, it means I've got to keep coming over here every week, doesn't it, with billboards. So either stay silent or apologise to me and I'll take every video down, John. If you apologise, I'll take all 40 videos down, John. If you don't, they're staying up and they're there for life. For generations and generations and generations. The travelling people who can see that you are a coward. Can Because that's what you are, a coward, John. All these in Doncaster, all these travellers, they're all embarrassed by you. None of these travelling men in Doncaster would carry off like you've carried off.
I've got the same
John.
problem in London, mate. Oh, I get it every day.
Yeah.
What's
These
that
in
with John
Doncaster,
Fury?
they'd
What's that with
turn
John
up for the
Fury?
battles, mate, these
I say,
travelling
well,
lads over
fucking
here.
ring him up and get him out. You know the score.
So that's about it. So peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing, John. Do not have nightmares.
What about the
Peace out.
$5.99?
Oh, press button below, $5.99 if you want to join member.
And thank you for everyone that's joined.
Thank you for everybody that's joined.
Maybe John's joined, isn't he?
No, John hasn't joined, he can't afford it. And if you're struggling to suss it out, go on your computer and do it. You won't do it on your iPad, alright, but it's the join button. And you get an extra 10 videos per month on top of what you're getting now. I only have to do 20 a month on YouTube to get that, and I think you've had way over that this month, so we can only do our best, alright? And on that note, pop, pop, bang! Spencer Fearon, I'm going to accept your challenge and let's do it. Let's build the fight up. You know, it's for a good cause, and let's get ourselves in shape, and we can do it at £200 if you want, mate. It's up to you. All right. So I know you're ex-boxer and that, and Mr. Guru and historian and knowledge and all that. Fair enough and that. I'm just a little YouTuber who makes tea for Dennis Hobson. But I washes his car as well. If I go buy a car wash. But let's do it, Spencer. Alright, I ain't got a problem with you. I'm going to fly the flag for hardcore boxing fans, and you can fly the flag for the ex-boxers that always feel that people on social media have too much to say for themselves, too much rattle, and you know, it's going to be your job to shut me up in it, and it's going to be my job to get through it and show that, you know, we have a voice as well. So, alright, Spencer, peace out. Keep your eye on the black. This is going to go in as fast as lightning. Hey? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right. Watch this off at knuckle. Well, I did tell you that. Now, I'm not the best snooker player in the world, right? But what I do, I put the time in, so I know the angles, I know what the knuckles do. So all you people who keep asking me about it, oh, is it a fluke and all that? No, it isn't. But if you do the knuckle shot, you get a couple of bites at the cherry. But if you catch it right, it kicks back with backspin off it, and as you just seen, perfect, wasn't it? Perfect. Double pink. Get in. Is that a foul leaving it rest on? It's not, is it? Go on. Get check side on that foggy. Like I told you, Porky loves a double. This is probably one of the hardest shots you can play. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. This is an hard shot. Watch cue ball after it hits it, but watch the black. And I got that first time, but that usually takes quite a few shots. It's called drag, but you put opposite side on cue ball. It's hard to explain, but you've got to catch it really thin. It's the cue ball, and it's dead on the cushion. You've got to hit it here. You've got to get it here. You've got to get it in. It's got to hit that first, and then just nudge that. But as it hits that, it's got to kick back there. Really hard shot. But one of the most difficult shots you can ever produce. It's a whale there. It's not even a flare shot, it's that hard. Come on then, let's go. See you tomorrow. Need to take my camera. 2 out of 2, so let's go for 3 out of 3. Let's go for 3 out of 3. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Let's go for 3 out of 4. Get in. 3 out of 4. Let's go for 4 out of 5. Battery's not going in. What makes this shot is here, the side on it kicks back here. This is called reverse side. Ready? Go on. Go on. Go on. There you go. What it does, it kicks it back and it makes the red go into a straight line. It's hard to explain really, but once the side kicks it back, the blue stays around about where they hit it, but the red comes over here towards pocket, and you get 2 bites at cherry. You get this bag here, and you get that bag there, and I'm going in bottom bag. So don't try this at home, Rammy. Alright mate, my pal from Sheffield, you feeling well mate? Opposite end of the spectrum now. Right, ready? Well, we've got red in that bag, blue in this one. It's other end of the table job, but it is what it is, isn't it? I'm on fire today with these trick shots. I am on fire. We'll try something else now. This is one that I used to do when I was a kid. Yeah. Right then, trick shot, free ball this time. Free ball plant, opens them up. And that's it basically. That's it in a nutshell. So approach the table as my mate Paul tells me. Foot up, head down, 1, 2, 3, go! You know what, Paul? You're right every time, mate. It's all about going to the table with the cue ball and just visualising the black. You know, in the bottom pocket. You know, go up to the table, visualise 1, 2, 3. Yes! Brilliant! You see where you're coming from now? See where you're coming from, mate. I see where you are coming from. Let's try it in the other pocket. It's a bit harder in the other pocket, isn't it? Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy.